Hello everybody. This is probably the last video I'm going to be making for today, but the reason why I have to make this is because I've had a lot of friends and I have a lot of family who are asking me questions regarding, should they sell NIO now? It's had a big run up. Should they buy NIO? Well, it's up to you really in the end. I don't know. I can't tell you what to do because I'm not a financial advisor, and what do I know? I'm just another person online. But, again, I've had a lot of friends and family ask me like, "Oh, what should they do?" They're not really certain of what to do because they don't do the research on the company. So they're just a little, they just buy it because I told them to, and they just did whatever I said. So, if you bought Tesla like I suggested and you bought NIO like I suggested, well, good job. You're profiting. And some of you people out there some of my supposed friends who have bought NIO and Tesla don't even thank me for it, even though I'm probably like the biggest reason why their portfolio is up in 2020 because of me and my stock investment choices, because the Tesla and NIO were 1 in a million. And some of you guys just don't want to thank me for that. You guys are kind of rude actually to me, but that's fine. I don't really care. You Andrew and a few others. Even my own family. Yes, you, brother. I'm talking to you, Andrew. You should be thanking me for this because you're like, oh no, this isn't gonna go. This is Chinese, blah blah. And well, look at it here. But don't worry, my other friend too. You know who you are. You'll never admit it. You'll never admit that the companies I suggest are probably the biggest gainers in your portfolio, and that I've been right about everything. But oh well, I'm not a financial advisor. What do I know? I just manage portfolios for people. And with that being said, again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't know anything. But what would I do? What would I suggest moving forward? Well, looking at NIO as a company, the fundamentals have only been going up. And, let's just pretend that a lot of things have been priced in recently. Like, we have the thing with Marco Polo, that the expansion of Europe is planned to happen anywhere in 2021. Let's just pretend that proposal has been slightly priced in. Let's also pretend that the 560-mile battery that is come out, that is being worked on right now, is also slightly priced in. But there's a lot of things that aren't priced in. I don't think NIO as a company is priced in. I don't think that NIO as a potential robo-taxi fleet servicing company is priced in. I don't believe that the value of battery as a service is priced in. I don't believe a lot of things fundamentally about NIO as a company are priced in. I don't have a list. I'm sorry. Like, maybe one day I will make a quality video, but I'm too lazy. Okay. But I don't think a lot of things have been priced in. Okay. Regarding the company NIO itself, another thing that I would like to bring up with NIO would be maybe like the increased sales. Maybe that's priced in. The expected sales as well. The potential fact that NIO is gonna try to sell 150,000 cars, or has the potential to next year. Is that priced in? We don't know. Is the fact that if you were to have a fleet of autonomous driving robo taxis that need an AI system like Anomi, where they can talk to passengers using AI technology, is that priced in? I don't know. Is the fact that NIO has a whole network of swapping stations all over parts of China priced in? I don't think so at all. Is the fact that NIO is poised to probably be the winner when it comes to autonomous driving, autonomous robo-taxi priced in China, priced in the stock market? I don't think so. But I'm not going to go into that too much because that's for another video if I ever decide to do it and put effort into it. What I really want to address are two big things that are currently going on right now that has little to nothing to do with NIO as a company. And these are two things that I would like to talk about. So, as we see here, I'm not going to go into the technicals of things, but for every move up that we have a consolidation period and a slight pullback, right? Well, it seems like we're getting a small pullback over here as of November. And that's okay, that happens. It seems like it's a trend, right? You take profit, people take profit, and then the consolidation period, it moves up. But, I would have to wonder, what is the reason why we have such a big move up from October to November 4th of almost from 27 to around 42? Well, there's a lot of things being priced in, but some things that I've been saying for months now to my friends was that if a Joe Biden wins, then that means ETH stocks and Chinese stocks are going to go up. Okay. And it looks like Joe Biden's going to be winning the Electoral College. I believe that Wall Street has been pricing in a Joe Biden win for a while now. And, you know, if a Joe Biden win, there's going to be more stimulus. There's going to be more money pumped into the economy. And whether or not this is good or not, where else are big institutions going to put their money? Okay. If a Joe Biden victory means more money pumped into the economy, the value of the dollar is going to be dropping tremendously. Where are people going to put their money? Not gold and silver. Well, yeah, they're going to put in gold and silver and Bitcoin and all these other kind of cryptos. But, you know, a lot of these people are going to put money into stocks. One, it's easier to access. Two, it's easier to liquidate as well. Three, you're probably going to receive a better return on investment by investing in stocks, and it's just easier to do. So it's more liquid, and so I only see stocks going up. And you know, again, if a Joe Biden win, more money in the stock market. It doesn't matter that Joe Biden's going to be raising the corporate taxes and income taxes by those who make $400,000 or more. Stocks are just going to keep going up regardless. There's just more stimulus in the economy. No one wants to put their money in cash. Cash is losing value. It's all going to go into the stock market and other assets and gold and silver, blah, blah. Another reason why I'm so bullish moving forward on NIO in particular is because I believe that Tesla has priced in a lot of the things that has been priced in a lot of things. Currently, my average in Tesla is $39 per share. I've seen a lot of Tesla. I followed it pretty well, and well, actually, I think this is post stock split, so it's $39. But you know, before that, it was like 170 or 80 or something. I forget already. But yeah, it's 39 at the moment, and the only reason why it went up from like $39 to $450, $500 was because Tesla has priced in many future catalysts and expectations. Like they used Cathie Wood's future expectations for the company, and they're going off that possibility to make the current price of Tesla. So I believe that Tesla is priced in a lot of its future growth, while NIO, because it is a Chinese company, the only time NIO would ever go up was that it proved itself, like fundamentally. Like, you know, when Tesla prices and things, it's like, oh, we expect by 10 years from now, Tesla's going to capitalize on this, on the robo-taxi market, or Tesla's going to do this amount of sales. So people price that in. But because NIO is Chinese, and we've had so much bad tension with China, every time NIO goes up, it's because it proves something. Like, it proves that it increases in sales, that it proves that it's moving to Europe, it proves that it has plans to do this, it proves that its technology is improving, it proves that the battery technology is getting better, it proves that these newer sales, these newer models are going up. So every time NIO went up, it was because it actually had to show merit. But when it came to like US companies like Nikola, it was just like, well, look at this picture, this is what we have, and people go crazy because it's an American company, and people trust American companies more because they're American. But look what happened with Nikola. And then you have Workhorse, right? Like, Workhorse has been producing 400 vehicles this year, I believe, or last year, and it's been around since 1990, I believe, and they manufacture vehicles that electric vehicles, I think, that are more for like servicing and these bigger trucks that work for companies or something. I don't know. I haven't done research on Workhorse, but basically a lot of these American stocks have been pumped up, and I believe that these companies in particular, like Workhorse, Nikola, maybe Shell, I don't really know, Helion, I don't really know too much about these companies. I did trade in and out of Helion, but I don't own them for the long-term hold. They kind of just they're kind of riding the Tesla and NIO wave, and I've been saying for a long time that, you know, if the possibility of an electric vehicle bubble were to pop, I think only NIO and Tesla and a few other companies would do well, because these are the only companies producing things. The other companies are kind of riding on a hype wave, pumped up, but NIO and Tesla actually produce vehicles. But again, Tesla's at a high value because they've been pricing in a lot of things that are possibly going to happen in the future. NIO's had to price in things that are that has to happen because they're Chinese. Everyone's super tight on them. Everyone's NIO only goes up when a catalyst happens. NIO only goes up when a fundamental happens. NIO only goes up when there's legitimate reason for NIO to go up. There is not much speculation. But with that being said, with a Joe Biden win, more stimulus in the economy, the value of the dollar goes down. Where else are people going to put their money into? Stocks. Okay, so if Joe Biden becomes a president, there's a possibility of another lockdown. There's a possibility of stronger restrictions on masks, stronger restriction on social distancing, possibility of more businesses closing down, possibility of less sales on Main Street. So where are people gonna? Where's a better place to put your money? In the Russell, in the Dow, or U.S. companies that may not even be open? Airlines. Probably not those. You want to put it in Chinese stocks, foreign stocks, and other companies that have been doing really well, that have reopened their economy, that are still producing more than ever, even with the COVID, even with the C virus going around. So, that's another reason why I believe NIO and Chinese stocks are going to go up, because China's economy is doing so well right now, and it seems like NIO is going to be a winner in this one. And there's probably other companies too, like Xpan looks pretty good too. Solo looks pretty good. I don't know about Solo. Well, yeah, I don't know, but there's a lot of companies that seem to be doing pretty well. And another thing with Joe Biden victory is that when Trump was the president, he was so anti-China. He raised the deficit by 36% or more, but the things he says about China, it's like all the negative things he says in general, like, it doesn't matter if you believe in him and his policies and what he does. Like, actions do speak louder than words in most cases, but people don't look at the facts and data, and they don't understand that while Trump may say that he's anti-China, he does a lot more deals with China than we actually see. So I'm not here to discuss politics too much, but it does seem that there's going to be less anti-Chinese sentiment going around, so that's also going to boost the stock price of Chinese companies, because there's going to be less tensions with China. And if Joe Biden's going to be, then the left are willing to work with China for a win-win deal rather than a lose-lose situation we had with Trump, well, Chinese stocks are going to go up. Okay, there's just no ifs and buts about it. Joe Biden and the left also want to push for electric vehicles. Not only Joe Biden wants to push for electric vehicles, there's a lot of people on the left who do like new technologies, new skill, new types of energy, and new jobs coming in because of new technologies. And I think that a lot of countries like China and Japan have understood that we can't keep utilizing things like oil. Like, we have to transition off oil after a span of time and slowly pick up on these new types of technologies that transition well into the future, that can also lead to more wealth and produce more wealth and produce more skilled labor. So it's because of Joe Biden pushing for electric vehicles, new technology, and hell, he wants to build 500,000 charging stations during his presidency, I believe, or something like that. And he has the Green Deal or something. I don't know. I'm pretty tired right now. But yeah, Joe Biden and the left wants to push for all these new types of technology and electric vehicle charging stations. There's definitely going to be more of a benefit for electric vehicle stocks and new energy stocks. So I even see Plug going up, for example. But a Joe Biden victory is significantly more bullish than a Trump presidency for Chinese stocks and electric vehicle stocks. I believe by 2050, economists believe that 90% of vehicles on the road are going to be electric vehicle, while 10% are going to be a mixture of hybrid. So that's another bullish indicator that moving forward, electric vehicle companies are great. And let's see, what else do we have here? I'm not going to look into this too much, but yeah, this just pretty much talks about that Joe Biden is very pro green and clean energy revolution, and I think by a certain amount of years he wants to transition off oil and 100% clean economy. I don't know. So by 2050 he wants to have 100% net zero emission, and you need electric vehicles and you need all these other kind of things as well. So a Joe Biden win is very good for electric vehicles. Maybe big oil wanted Trump to win. Who knows? I'm just joking. I don't really care. I don't really know. I don't know anything, to be honest. I'm just another person, just another brainwashed sheep. Another thing we have to look into is Xi Jinping's plan as well. So whether or not you like Xi Jinping, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. You're here to make money, right? So Xi Jinping has a green revolution, right? So by 2060, it looks like he wants to be carbon neutral. And, I believe that Xi Jinping has invested $30 billion or more into building these electric vehicle cities as well. I don't know. I have to go find that somewhere. But I think I read somewhere, and it's probably not on here, that Xi Jinping wants to have like 25% of all vehicle sales to be electric vehicle, 25% by like 2025. Now, we don't know if that's going to happen or not, but you can tell that Xi Jinping is really pushing for electric vehicles, and that's another good sign. So we have two great things going on. Xi Jinping, China is the biggest market cap for electric vehicles. Xi Jinping wants to push for green. Joe Biden is very pro. Joe Biden's probably going to win. We don't know yet. But Joe Biden seems to be very pro on electric vehicles. So, when my friends and family ask me, hey, should I sell my NIO? Should I sell my Tesla? I tell them this. This is what I'll tell them. With Tesla, I would hold that for a long time. The return on investment short term is probably not going to be good as NIO. But that's Tesla is probably just a long-term hold. It may go down tremendously, but if you hold it for 10 years, and if you already have it, why not just hold on to it? Taking profit from either of these companies isn't a bad idea either. But for me, I'm going to be holding on to these companies, and you know what? For me personally, I do take profits. Like, if I made a certain amount of money on a position, I'm going to take it because, well, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, it's really up to you in the end. But for Tesla, I would just hold it. For NIO, I would still hold it. If you're really scared about this recent run up, take profits. Nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you have some for a long-term hold, because I believe that overall this company is probably going to be the next successor, if not the competition, because you have to remember that NIO is poised to succeed in the robotaxi situation. But I'm not going to get too much into the companies itself, but I just want to talk about Joe Biden being a great catalyst for electric vehicle companies in general, and China and Xi Jinping's plan to be net carbon neutral by 2060 as another great sign for electric vehicle companies. So you'd have to, regardless of your beliefs in politics, right, big oil companies have always lobbied in our government, right? So if you're told one thing by a large oil company, right, like that the earth is flat, or or that the sun doesn't set, no, I'm just joking, that clean coal exists, or that, I don't know, all these other things, you'd have to wonder, hey, if you're getting information from one place, like, maybe you should do some research on that. Like, maybe you should figure out why people say things that they do, or maybe you should figure out, why does Trump believe that, why is Trump getting off the narrative that electric vehicles aren't really worth the manufacturing costs, or why, I don't know, just do your own research. But yeah, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know jack crackers. I would say just hold them both. But yeah, securing profit's not a bad thing. Shorting the stock isn't necessarily a bad thing either, but just be prepared that no matter what you decide to do, that whatever decision you make, you're gonna have to live with that. So I'm very bullish moving forward, and when Joe Biden wins, I believe that these stocks are probably going to go up more. But who knows? We don't know what Wall Street's priced in or not. So good luck with that, man. I don't know. Figure it out.